Hello, I'm filmmaker Phil Svitek, and I'm currently in development of an animated fantasy feature film. And we're getting to the point with my team and I where we're soon going to be pitching it to studios, financiers, and so forth, beginning at the American film market in November. And as we approach this pitching phase of the process, the way we're looking at it is as a 3-minute pitch. And even though we may have a longer meeting, right, with somebody to discuss the project, we just want to have 3 minutes condensed of what this project is. And the reason for that is because it's a very compressed type version of, what we can present. We want to garner that interest so that way we essentially present just for those initial 3 minutes. And then after that, let them have questions, let them essentially approach it and so forth. And we have the rest of the material to be able to, showcase, talk about, expand upon, and so forth. So they really see all the homework we've done. So it's not just that we're only preparing for the 3 minutes and that's it. No, we have so much material that, we can go to that and we can discuss it. But as far as, just grabbing them essentially, we want to view it as a true elevator pitch in that sense. And for us, really, when I talk about 3 minutes, 2 minutes of it is just our teaser / proof of concept that we're finalizing at the moment, right? So that way, the work speaks for itself. If the movie were completed today, here's what the trailer would essentially look like. So that way they can see, okay, it's not just an idea, but there have been steps taken forward. You can see the world, you can see the characters, you can see the setup. And so that's 2 minutes out of 3 minutes. Now, before we showcase that teaser, the 2-minute teaser, we'll do a 1 minute pitch, 1 minute where we actually present, hey, here's who we are, here's the idea, and then essentially kick it to the teaser and let it speak for itself. Now, 3 minutes is both a lot and it's also an incredible short amount of time, right? And like with all filmmaking, you want to leave them wanting more. And that's really the goal of all of this. In particular, one of the reasons why, I'm harping on this 3-minute aspect is also because yes, we want to get meetings with people where, it could be a 15-minute meeting, it could be a 30-minute meeting, it could be a 45-minute meeting, an hour meeting, whatever, right? That would be great. But, even just kind of out and about at, let's say, networking events or, the American film market itself, if we're just kind of walking around, maybe we're at dinner with a bunch of people, someone asks, hey, what are you working on? This will allow us to have the language already prepared for that, so that way, we can talk about it in a very impactful way, but without taking up too much time. And then, if they have questions, unlike with a meeting where we can then kind of expand upon it, we can, in that moment, set a meeting, right? And do a follow-up of hey, that seems like a really cool idea. Let's talk, and stuff like that. So that is the reason why we're approaching it in this 3-minute juncture. And, worst case scenario too, right? Let's say we're truly just on an elevator with somebody. Well, the talking portion of that 3 minutes is only the 1 minute, right? So it becomes a true elevator pitch. And like I said, we do have supplemental material. So if we're in the meeting itself, there's the screen behind us as we talk about that can showcase some of the characters, locations, stuff like that. During the 1 minute, we will have posters printed out. So there's already a visceral engagement with the material. So it's kind of working on multiple levels at once. It's not just here is us talking for 1 minute, then we're going to show you this. Things are already laid out there, so they know, like I said, that there's layers to this, and it's not just an idea, but major steps have been taken forward, and they're available for them to dive deeper on once we've set up the context of things, right? That's all we're looking to do, is set up that context, set up that interest, and let them take it from there. And when that can happen, I think that will be a successful endeavor, right? So that is the way sort of we're approaching it. And I just want to share that because obviously I'm talking about my experience, but all of this serves you because you can apply the same approach for your projects and see, where they get to. Now, of course, you might have to tailor it to your specifications, right? You might not have a proof of concept yet. So kind of showcasing, various stills that help evoke the project that you're pitching and so forth. So, however you need to tailor it to it, that's up to you. But the idea stands overall where, you keep it short, you keep it very tight. That way you get all the right messaging out. You can focus on that. It's much easier to practice a 10 minutes pitch versus, even a 10-minute one. So you can really nail that down, know the rest of your stuff when called upon, but you grip them, and then that's all you can really hope for. So I hope this truly does help. As always, if you have any questions, thoughts of your own, things that you'd like to add that have been beneficial to you in pitch meetings, by all means, please comment down below or share on social media. I'm at Svitek. Thank you as always. I truly appreciate you. I'll see you next time.